And the Catholic Church officially has a new pope. Vatican City full of immense emotion right now following the Cardinals' election of Pope Leo XIV. He is the first American pope to now lead the Catholic Church.
Habemus Papam.
You can see some of the emotion on his face there. That is Pope Leo XIV. He was born outside of Chicago. He was formerly now known as Cardinal Robert Prevost. He was made a cardinal by former Pope Francis. That happened in 2023. Before that, he was an archbishop from Peru, the head of the Augustinian order. Pope Leo XIV, again, the first American pope in the Catholic Church history. The Pope's first words to the world, saying he wants to convey a message of peace, saying, quote, "May we be a church that builds bridges, that is open and welcoming." He then switched languages, talking to his people of Peru. The election of this new pope holding a historic moment as the Catholic Church enters a new era. Let's bring in NewsNation correspondent Robert Sherman, who is live in Rome covering all of this. Robert, certainly a historic, momentous day. We are talking about the first ever American pope. Walk us through more of what we heard from him.
I mean, the big thing here that you heard, Nichole, was that, as you pointed out, he wants to be a pope who builds bridges, a pope who is inclusive, a pope who will attempt to bring in those who are outside of the church and bring them under the umbrella. One of unity has been a big focus of some of the messaging that he gave there. And you pointed out the fact that he has these backgrounds, not just being born from Chicago, but having deep Spanish and Italian roots as well, spending time as a bishop in Peru before being named a cardinal, that was an element of all of this that gave him, while born in the United States, a bit more of an international presence, which they believe, which could potentially play a role in unification around the globe. And that's why we continue to hear his name as a possible outside lane candidate to succeed Pope Francis and to ascend to the position of Pope and Holy Father, someone who had this ability in order to bridge different divides and bring in different nations based upon the backgrounds that he had here. I thought it was interesting that he picked the name Pope Leo XIV because Pope Leo XIII was known as the workers' pope, someone who focused on the working class people, and at a time in which there were significant issues with labor and the conditions of those who were working around the globe, that was Pope Leo XIII's focus. And now you have Cardinal Robert Prevost assuming the name of Pope Leo XIV. I think that's interesting, is that the continuation of that line there and that kind of focus here. In terms of the feeling that is on the ground here in Rome at this point, you have just felt this city, which at times in recent weeks has felt so quiet and so solemn in the wake of Pope Francis's death, to the point that it felt as though that you could hear the conversations taking place in cafes down on the streets below us. Now juxtapose that to this moment in which you have this cacophony of sound, this energy that is reverberating around the city, people quite literally running to and from St. Peter's Square in order to possibly find a way to participate in this historic moment. It has been truly remarkable to stand in this city, which has played host to so many historic moments, and watch the way that it has evolved in the last couple of weeks and is swapped from the somber tone in the wake of Pope Francis's passing to now turning to hope and to the future. And of course, here in the present moment, to one of jubilee and celebration that a new pope has been introduced to the world.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.